Our offices were actually closed on Fridays.
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured Fridays might be a little difficult, especially in the summers. But you know, still gotta meet.
I'm here,
Yeah, you're
and
here.
I'm flying in a few hours and I'm not packed at all.
Oh no. Well, let's go.
Yep. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Let me know if you guys can see this.
Yes, we can see it.
All right. Perfect. Well, we do have some updates on the conference. So I kept the dates, the location, and the pricing. The number of registrants, we currently have 2 participants registered and 6 exhibitors, which is really exciting. Culture All, which they're new to the conference. We're excited to have them. 2x2 Character Development. I believe they are a nonprofit in Dubuque. Iowa Agricultural Literacy Foundation, they were there last year and I believe presented at the conference as well. Kelly Curtin from State Farm Insurance, Sylvan Learning, which were there last year, and the Iowa Department of Natural Resources Iowa Waste Exchange. I also have us to review the proposals that we've already received. So the form will close August 1st. And as of right now, we have 14 proposals submitted, which is very exciting. I can go ahead and share my screen and go over those proposals.
Can
Any
I make
questions over this?
Can I make
Yeah.
a suggestion about that? And please, you guys feel free to override me. But I'm wondering if with Cassie today and in the interest of time, does it make more sense, Elva, to email those for everyone to take a look through them instead of going through them one by one today on
Yeah, let's do that, and that way we can shorten our meeting and Cassie can get on the
Yeah,
road.
that's what I'm thinking. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
How many presenters do we need or proposals do we actually need for the conference?
Well, listen, Erin, that's a great question. We have room, gosh, off the top of my head, what do we have room for, Elva? 18, 20, something like that.
Yep.
But we can vet, as many presentations as come through for us. So we also need to keep in mind that we have to pin space for a few, specific sessions, such as the technical assistance session from Vic. We've got the opportunity to bring in You for Youth. Sorry, Elva, I'm stepping on your agenda. So we have
It's not You for Youth anymore. It's National Technical Assistance Center.
National Technical Assistance Center, and a partnerships session that's going to be hosted by Vic too. So why don't we also in that email, we'll tell everybody what our goal for a number of presentations is, and then we can, as they come in, we can update that list and then we can vet them and reach out to those that we feel like we want to invite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, when she sends the, sorry, Elva.
No,
when you send the list out, will you put on there the spots that we have to say that we already have them considered?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
This is a good process for everyone on the committee to learn about because, you don't want to have somebody that's just out there to sell a product and they want a session. We want to have stuff that people can take back and, make their programs better because of it.
Yeah, for sure. So we also have the link to the new Youth for Youth National Technical Assistance Center. And prior to us recording the meeting, Vic was sharing that we can also choose from their archive sessions as well. So I will share out that link. You guys can review the sessions, give us any feedback on sessions that you would be interested in attending or that you think would be good for the conference.
Yep. And I want the committee to pick the sessions. And then the way they have it, I have to send in a form, it has to come from the state requesting those sessions. But we've got plenty of time for everybody to look through it and, have some maybe email discussion about what you think you want to have come out. And I think that'll be a good addition.
Yeah,
How many
that's great.
sessions? Sorry, how many sessions were you thinking, Vic, from that National Technical Assistance?
Well, that depends on us. We can have them just come out for the day, or we can have them come out and spend the night and do 2 days, or 1 day and a half day.
Mhm.
Okay,
It's all up to us.
sure. Okay.
It would be helpful if, kind of two things. One, if you, when you have the 14, passable, proposals, if you could say like they presented last year or in the last 2 years or what, how often. I know we have a lot of new people who probably will be joining us, but it's still nice to know so that as you kind of plan out the conference, it's like, okay, so there's something for people who've been here a while that have heard
Yep.
like ag present numerous times and then where we can go. And then for dates, it's always so helpful to have like when you would like them returned by is just super helpful because when it's open-ended, then it's like, oh, I'll not do it. And that's super helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, of
Got it.
course.
Here's something too. I had talked with Jackie and I suggested that maybe with this Beyond the Bell grant, we invite all those 63 districts to send somebody to the Impact Conference.
Yep.
Be a great way for us to connect in a better way with all the after-school programs that are around the state.
Yes, and I imagine they have professional development funds that they need to spend, right?
I don't know if the grant itself has PD funds, but
Oh,
a
okay.
small amount
Okay.
to
Got
attend
it.
our conference. It shouldn't be an issue for anybody.
Okay, great.
No, I don't think the Learning Beyond the Bell grant had professional development,
Okay.
unless they budgeted for it specifically.
Got it. Okay. All right.
And I think our numbers will increase after July 1. Because
Mhm.
I know I was waiting until the new fiscal year to sign everybody up.
Yeah, we'll definitely, we'll make sure to include all of that in our newsletter, make some Facebook posts, and send some one-off emails here and there, just to remind everyone. So next on our agenda was keynote discussion. Erin, I know you shared with Heidi and I, was it a speaker that you listened to or at a conference, and now I lost the link. I wanted to bring that up, and of course I lost it. So I don't know if you're able to share that with me.
Give me just a minute. We're working on. Give me just a minute. We're working on moving stuff to our building for next week.
I might be able to find it.
Yeah,
They're
no
cleaning the
worries.
building.
Yeah, it's always good if we have like a YouTube link of the keynote speaker.
Yeah. Let me look in.
Yeah, we're happy to take any other suggestions on keynote. I think Heidi, are you planning on just having one?
Yes, this year we'll just have one. And then we're going to make additional time, well, not additional time, but we're going to make time for youth speaking as well, like we did last year. We got a really wonderful response from folks in the feedback that they enjoyed that. So
Check your email. I sent that original email to both of you. That should have the link in it.
perfect.
Yeah. Give me 1 second here.
You see it, Elva?
I do not. Give me 1 second. My computer's running really slow this morning.
Yeah, one more thing. I think that the Alliance should bring one of their data projectors as a backup so we don't have any issues like we had last year.
Yeah,
And a backup to the backup.
Yeah.
I don't expect any, but just to be safe, you know, you can
I
leave it
know.
in your car or something just in case.
Okay, let's see. I got your email.
Erin,
If it's
were
not
you,
pop, I was gonna say, if it's not popping up, let me drop this one load off and then I can go
Oh.
pull it up on mine and then you can share my screen.
I'm on a website called Harmonize My Hoodie. Is that right? Is that her website? Seema?
Yep, humanize my hoodie.
Okay.
was this person a keynote, Erin, at a conference that you went to?
No, it was someone I was trying to get for professional development here in Fort Dodge.
Okay.
But the district did not go for it because they said there's gray area in the information that they present, and the district was just going on the safer side of it. But it
Oh.
talks about how we need partners with our students of color and diverse populations that we work with,
Mm-hmm.
and advocating and just seeing them as students and not just how they're typically seen as more of like the problem kids that we work with or not
Mhm.
as valuable in the community. Sorry, I just stepped back into my office.
Do you think
We
if
have
we
a- do we-
reached, do you think if we reached out, would they be interested in doing a session?
Yeah, that's possible. Andre Wright is one of the owners and founders.
Mhm.
But they do several workshops. They do one focused on educators as allies,
Mhm.
showing that even if you are not a diverse staff person or like a person of color, there are still things that you can do to help facilitate the change in the way we treat certain populations of kids.
Mhm. Interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
I just
how
shared.
about, Elva, let's include the information with the summary of everything
Mhm.
so people can take a look. And then Erin, if you already have a connection, or if you don't, that's fine. We can certainly reach out. But if you already have spoken to these people, maybe you could ask if he would be interested in doing a session.
Okay, not a problem. I'll send that email when we're done with our meeting.
Cool.
And they're listed online as a fashion site.
He started Andre or Right House of Fashion. But the work that he does, it's with the diverse students in Iowa City School District.
Mm.
Cool.
That is cool.
Yes, Cassie, we're interested in other keynotes for sure. We'd
Okay,
love to
I
have a
tended-
list.
Hey, whatever
Right,
happened to Words
I will
Taylor?
send you a whole list.
Okay.
You know, they were doing the
We,
run
we
DSM
kind of
poetry.
stopped working with Words. There was some stuff that happened at the district that wasn't
Oh,
so
all
great.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate because I thought they were doing a great job.
Yeah, they were. And things kind of went off the rails, unfortunately. We can talk that off of recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, great. If we could even put together just a short list of keynotes that we can start to talk about and vet too, that would be perfect.
Hey Harley,
Great,
I
that'll
know.
give me something to do Monday while I'm sitting in the hospital.
Yeah,
I'll put that
there you
together
go.
for you.
I don't know. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why my video isn't working. But I have a few folks that we were gonna bring in for 21st Century for professional development. And so do you guys have like an email chain kind of already of different folks, or do you just want me to send a document of like the different folks that I've reached out to, pricing, like a short brief description of what they could do?
Yeah, you can always email us, Tara.
Okay.
The thing is, they will have to fill out a call for presentations form to be
Sure.
formally looked at. But yes, that would be
And
great.
do you have that form?
Yes, it's in the agenda,
Okay.
but I will also make sure to include that in the summary email. I do
Okay.
have a list of conference links here, the registration, the proposal form, and then the exhibitor.
Amazing. Okay. I'm just
Cool.
still really new to this, so
That's okay.
That's okay.
Well, and ask them if they have a video clip too, because that's powerful, so we can kind of see,
oh yeah, you bet.
you know, how they react with an audience.
Yeah, you bet. And then what's the process look like? I know Heidi, you and I kind of spoke a little bit about it, but what kind of comes first? Do you want to like vet those like individuals? Or I know, Aaron, when you were sharing out, maybe already reaching out to what'd you say, Andre?
Yep.
So
Yes.
what kind of comes first? Is it reaching out to those folks to see if they're interested? Then or would you rather, you know, me send them to y'all and then we kind of go from there?
No, Tara, I think if you've already got a relationship and you say, hey, are you interested in presenting at Impact? Here's the call for presenters,
Okay.
your registration. I mean, just making it clear that we get a lot of registrations, and
Sure.
you know, it's not a guarantee that they'll get a session, but
Okay.
we would love to have them, you know, on the docket.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, but definitely feel free to send us anyone you think might be interested or that you think would be good to attend this conference.
Yeah, you bet. I already had to set it out for 21st Century, so easy peasy.
Perfect deal.
I just put the 2 links for the 2 videos that I have about Humanize My Hoodie in the chat if anyone wants to look at them.
Great.
I want to make sure I can open them so I can share them with people, 'cause I don't know if the chat saves.
Yeah, the
So
chat doesn't
give me
always
1
say very
second
well.
here. Okay. And I'll make sure to include these videos. Whoops.
This range in mind for your keynotes.
I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm really sorry. No.
No,
I opened those
that's okay.
videos, those YouTubes, and now my computer's running really slow.
Oh no. You got too much going on.
Do you have a price range in mind for keynotes?
We've budgeted $1,000 and that's
thank
not
you.
much. Now, let me
No.
tell you this though. Last year we have done in the past as well. We collaborated with Des Moines Public Schools. They paid for a large portion of the keynote. They then provided a special session just for Des Moines Public Schools with that person. And that was a use then of their PD dollars. Which they, of course, you know, talked to Vic about first, and it was all, you know, it was all approved and all of that. So there's still a possibility for collaboration with a grantee as well. And then I know in the past, for some of you who have been around for a long time, you may remember Joanna Faber. We did that with her. She came in the night before. She did like a family event for Des Moines. And then she came and did the keynote at the conference, and that was a nice kind of partnership too. So that's something we can talk about too with grantees that might potentially have funds in their PD budget that they'd like to collaborate with us on.
Well, that might be a possibility this year as well, because here's what happens. You know, I'm looking at everybody's budget. Des Moines generally has some extra money.
Yeah.
So, you know, work with them, and that allows us to get a higher price keynote and also provide some on-site PD in one shot. So
Yep.
it's you know, a good way to do it, and we stretch our dollars. But
Vic, I'm
doesn't always
with
work like that.
the district. I do training and professional development for the before and after school educators. Linda Phillips is on my team. And so I think that's partially why I'm a part of this committee. So for as far as using 21st century PD dollars, if the way that I understood it, or the way that Linda shared it with me, is that this fiscal year, like 23-24 fiscal year funds, PD funds, can be used for this conference, correct?
Well, you can register now with the current year, but the keynote one will have to be the next fiscal year.
Okay.
It occurs in September, yeah.
Okay. And then, and are you the human that I would come to
Yeah,
to
I'm
kind of
human.
vet? Okay, that I would vet through, because all the folks that I reached out to, you know, were $10,000 plus. And
Yeah.
so we would have to go and get proposals from our procurement team, which can take up to 30 days. So do you want me to connect, you know, with you as far as like what that budget looks like? Again, I'm super new to this. So
Here, I want to give you guys as much local control as absolutely possible. Now, you may find somebody whose PD you think really is a good match for your district, and you may want to pursue that 30-day contract and pay $10,000, $12,000. That's fine. But you know, then if you're doing that, maybe that person is also a great keynote and we could bring them in for the conference. But you know, your primary thing is to make sure that Des Moines has the PD that it needs for the staff.
correct. Right. And it's my understanding that the educators, the 21st century educators come to this conference, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I'm working with someone right now similarly that she's out of LA, but she's going to do stuff internally virtually with our team, and then we kind of talked about the potentially, you know, partnering to do like the impact conference, exactly what you just said.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
Well, if you get somebody that you really think is going to be, you know, working with you guys, maybe you can give us, you know, send us some links and, you know, so that we can discuss bringing them into the impact.
Yeah, yeah, you bet. I'll do that.
Okay. Next I just had open agenda. So I don't know if there's anything else.
I
Anyone?
want to ask this team how you guys would feel about potentially doing a meeting in July as well. Because I'm worried that if we wait until our August meeting, the turnaround time for some of this stuff is going to be too quick.
I'm fine with it. I was actually going to ask why the other two meetings were canceled, or why the June and July director new Granny meeting was canceled.
So,
Well,
so you can
we may
enjoy
have
your
another
summer
director
sun.
meeting. There was a conflict with some of the dates on there.
Mhm.
But the new grantee one, they already started summer school. And we canceled that because you know, we've already given them the two meetings that talk about preparing for summer school. So, you know, we want to really let them go ahead and work with the kids at this point. And it's pretty common that we cancel meetings in the summer.
Okay.
Good question, though.
But we're here, Erin, if you need anything at all. I mean, we're not going anywhere.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We don't want to have meetings just for having a meeting.
Well, no, I just didn't know, like, with it was the transition one or whatever, if there was like new people that are like doing summer programming, if they need that check-in like as an extra support. So that's why I was just
Okay. Well,
wondering.
if you know of somebody that's new, we're happy to send out an email with the, you know, all that information, because that's already been out there, but so, you know, they may just need it. They don't really need a whole meeting.
Okay, I don't have anyone specific in mind.
Okay.
So do you guys, is it okay if we schedule our July meeting? I know, so the
Yeah,
first
let's do
Friday
it.
would be July 5th, but of course, you know, that's after
Mm.
July 4th. I don't
not do
think that, yeah.
And
How
do we
does
want to
Jul-
do a Friday? You know, we're not set in stone. We have to do Fridays.
Yeah.
We
I'm
did that.
pretty open, only, the last week in July is the summer symposium. So I'll be in San Francisco, but I'll have my laptop so I can still join the meeting.
Well, how
Well, we
about
don't
this?
want to do it then because, it's, it's not going to be, it probably won't have a good signal and everything, but we need probably mid-July would be good, I think.
Yeah, let's look at the second week. Sometime the
but-
7th through 11th.
Yeah, if we did 9, 10, or 11 would work for me.
Okay.
I'm fine with those days.
Does that work for you, Tara?
Yep, you bet. Sorry, I was slow to unmute myself. I started
That's
talking.
okay.
But yes, that totally works for me as well.
Should we just keep 11 at the 11th at 10? Just for sake of consistency, if it works for everybody?
Sure.
that would be Thursday. How about we do, Heidi, we
No,
have a
that's
meeting.
Friday, the 11th at 10 a.m.
No, that's a
Oh,
Thursday,
Yeah,
Heidi.
that's a Thursday. I'm like, wait a minute.
Guys,
am I-
I'm in 2025 in my calendar, sorry. Okay. Whoops.
Will 9, 10, 11 still work for you? Let
A Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Yep, doesn't matter to me.
Okay, I think we can do Wednesday the 10th at 10. Heidi, is that gonna work?
No. Yes. Yes, it does. Wednesday, the 10th at 10. That works. In 2024.
I will make sure to send out an invite along with the summary. All right. Is it okay if I stop the recording now?
Mhm.
Okay.